How to use Trade Dash. Before you can use our platform, you need to add a profile. Click the Add Profile button. Fill in the profile name and account balance. You can also sync your trades, but I will explain this later in the tutorial. Now select the created profile to start using Trade Dash. Now we can explore our dashboard. In the top left, we have a display of all high-impact news that is coming up. You can click on the news to get more info about this event. In the top right, we have our performance calendar. You can check performance of previous weeks. The bottom left displays our total profits and losses graph. The bottom right is a quick overview of some analytics. When you open the sidebar, you can switch between all tabs. Keep in mind that Mentai and Backtest are only available with our second-tier subscription. How to use Backtest. To start a session, fill in all information and click Start. The session will now load. You can drag the play controller around. The chart will function just like any other chart. On the right, we have the order panel. This is very straightforward to use. We have two order types, market order and limit order. Market orders are used if you want to enter the trade at the current market price. There is also a reduce-only order. This can be either market or limit order. This should only be used to close an open trade. Once you're in a trade, you can click the play button to see how your trade performs. You can also change the play speed with the slider. When the trade is closed, it will be displayed in the trade history. Now let's put in a limit order. Fill in the entry price and all other information for your strategy. Then place the order. Now use the play button to see if your trade will get filled. Once it is filled, you can add a reduce-only limit order to take profit at a higher price point. After you have placed the order, click play and see how the trade plays out. You can also see the unrealized profit loss in the Open Positions tab. Once the trade is closed, it will appear in the trade history. If you have a limit order that has not been filled yet, you can always cancel the order in the Pending Orders tab. Just click Cancel and confirm. If you opened a trade without a stop loss or take profit, you can always add a stop loss or edit the stop loss price. Another way to close the full position is by clicking Close Int, the Open Positions tab. Click Close and confirm. In the top of the order panel, balance and margin are displayed. The balance is the amount you filled in when creating the session. The margin is 10 times your balance. We have done this to simulate a trading environment where a 10x leverage is allowed. Once you are done with the session, click the End Session button. You will go back to the backtesting homepage. Here you will see the analytics of each separate backtest session and the analytics of all your sessions. How to sync trades. To sync your historical trades and any trades made in the future, go to myfxbook.com and create an account. Then go to My Profile. Click on Add Account. This step is very important. Only use the auto-update options for MetaTrader 4 or 5. Then give your account a name. Next, select your broker. There's a very big list of brokers compatible with our live sync function, so you don't have to worry that yours is not on the list. As you can see, a lot of brokers. After selecting your broker, select the broker server. The next two steps are very important. When you have a MetaTrader account, you will be provided with an investor password. You only want to use the investor password. The investor password only gives the platform permission to review your historical trades. This is an extra safeguard to keep your credentials safe. Then click Create Account and wait till your account is added. Next, go back to Trade Dash and go to Settings. Click Add Profile and then click Sync Account. Log in with your myfxbook.com account you just created. Now, select your account from MyFX Book. In MyFX Book, you can add multiple accounts. This way you can sync multiple accounts to Trade Dash. Now go to the Trades tab in the sidebar. Make sure you have selected the newly created Synced Profile in the Profiles tab in the sidebar. Now click the Synced Trades button. Here you can import all your historical trades. Any trades you make in the future will also be shown here so you can import them. Once you have synced your trades, they will appear on your screen and you are able to edit or delete them. How to use manual import. First, go to MetaTrader on your PC, then go to the History tab. Right-click on the History tab and click Custom Period. Here you can select the period you want to export. Then right-click again on the History tab and click Report. Make sure you click on Open XML and save the file. Now let's go back to Trade Dash. Go to the Trades tab and click the Manual Import button. Now drag and drop your exported file and click Finish Import. Now all your trades are imported and you can edit or delete them here. How to use Daily Session. On top of the Daily Session page, there is a loading bar that shows how much time we have left this year. Underneath that, we have the trading strategies. Here you can add a strategy so your performance can be tracked. Fill in all information about your strategy and click Add Strategy. Here your strategies will be shown in a nice overview. In the Daily Routine checklist, you can add important daily tasks, reminders, or rules you can check when starting your session or looking for a trade. You can also check or uncheck them. Next to the checklist, there's a timer. Here you can set an alarm for your charting session, lunch break, or whatever you want. Then we have the session data. Here are 4 tabs. Let's start with adding some pre-session data. Show how you prepared your session. You can add an image to show the charts you are looking at. Enter a note about what you are looking at. Enter a news link for special events that took place that day, and enter a note about the news. Now it will show up in the Pre-Session tab. You can look at the image full screen by clicking on it, and you can check out the news page by clicking on the news link or image. Let's move on to adding info to the During Session tab. When adding a trade event, you need to choose a strategy. You can add an image of the trade you entered. Add a note about it, what emotion you felt and why you felt that way. Now the added event will appear in the tab. Let's move on to the Post-Session tab. Here you can rate your trading sessions with everything that went well or wrong. Also rate your session with a number from 1 to 10. Now this will appear in the tab. When you filled in everything, go to the Finish Session tab and click Complete Session. Everything will now be stored and can be reviewed later in the calendar. And last, we have a position size calculator. This is used to know exactly how many dollars or lots you are allowed to use. This is one of the key factors in risk management. How to use Calendar. In the calendar, you can see all the profits and losses you made for each date. When you click on a date, you can see the trades for that day and the info of your daily session. You can also click on the image to see it full screen. The news link is also clickable. On your right, you have a profits and losses overview for the month and each week. Let's go back to a month with more trades. Besides showing the profits and losses, you can also click on the month or week to see which trades you took. How to use analytics. On the analytics page, you will see all statistics of your trading performance. You will also see how each strategy performs. How to use Add Trade. To add a trade manually, you need to fill in all the information of your trade. Add an open time, close time, the asset you traded, long or short, entry price, stop loss price, this is optional, the risk you took, the take profit, you can add more take profit points, quantity type, and the amount. Then click Submit Trade. Once you have submitted the trade, go to the Trades tab to see the added trade. You can also edit or remove the trades here. How to use Markets. When you click on the Markets tab, a news feed will be displayed. Here you will find all economical news. We also included a moving bar with all daily movements of big trading pairs. When we go to the Stocks tab, you will find a very handy overview of the entire market. You can even select what indices to display and at what time frame. You can also zoom in on each sector to get more detailed info about the performance of those stocks. The Crypto tab works the same as the Stocks tab. The only difference is that it is filtered on the total market cap of each asset. The Forex tab shows how each currency performs against another currency. This is very handy to identify trends,